Hello, and just coming in just to talk about the behind the scenes of opening the Gateway to Conception, which is a retreat that I'm running with my friend and fellow Spirit Baby communicator Alison Shalou this weekend, and also now is going to be available as an online option. And that's why I want to come in and talk about the behind the scenes of how these things unfold, because it's definitely not business as usual. Working with spirit is not okay, I have this idea, or this would be great, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it in this way. This is not how it works, and I have discovered this over the last few months in planning this retreat and kind of expanding into the energy of what is needing to happen, what we're being asked to do. Because this is how we work with spirit. You know, they need us. We're so important. All of us, every single one of us is important, because we're doing that work here on the planet. We're literally bringing heaven to earth, if we want to put it in that way. So anyway, the behind the scenes is in February I was given this message that to honor women who wish to be mothers in this lifetime, to honor them for all their lifetimes where they've been mothers, where there has been birth trauma, perhaps, where there has been wounding. There may be lifetimes, of course, where there's been beautiful joy, but there's this honoring. It was this honoring of the woman as the portal who allows the birthing experience. And when we birth our babies, we're basically birthing consciousness, of course, and expanding consciousness, which has a huge ripple effect out into the world. So honoring the mothers. So honoring the past lives to help kind of close that karma, if you like, to really complete that, so your energy feels complete, so you are reset and ready in this lifetime, so your energy is ready. There's like a new reset energy within your conception and motherhood energy. So I don't do that ceremony closing the bones, but I knew that's what they were talking about, and I knew Alison did, so because she's a midwife, and this is what she does when women that she works with are, become mums. So I got in touch with her and said, I think we're going to be doing something together, let's wait and see. So then over the last then from February I was getting these more images, what's it going to be called, what's it about, what's the purpose of it, and I was just shown this huge portal opening. So that was the next kind of sign that they gave me, and it was this gateway, and when we kind of reset our energy, we're going into a new frequency, into a different frequency, and so it's this guiding you through the gateway into this new reset frequency, this new conception energy. That was the second sign. That's what they were asking us to do, or showing us what was going to happen when we got together. So that was all beautiful, and a few more other different rituals taken into the womb. For example, I was shown a spiral at Stonehenge. So this Stonehenge started to come in then, and I was thinking, and they took me in this spiral down really beneath Stonehenge. Now I know Stonehenge and felt Stonehenge, have been to Stonehenge in past lives, and I've been back there, and there's some really beautiful ancient fertility rites that used to happen there within the stones, and the energy within Stonehenge is very much a conception energy and a birthing energy, and honoring the woman energy, honoring the mother energy, and I was taken down in this spiral. So that was the second. That was another little snippet that they gave me, and I was like, okay, but how are we going to do that at Stonehenge? And I just sort of left it. How can you run a retreat at Stonehenge? How can you run a gathering at Stonehenge? And I was like, okay, maybe I just dismissed it. I ignored it, and what happens when we ignore spirit? It keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. If it's that important, it keeps coming back. So anyway, I did leave it for a while, and then Alison felt the call to go to Glastonbury not so long ago, and while she was at Chalice Well, she received this message from the babies that it was within this energy that she was going to be able to connect women with their babies in this lifetime. So we were like, okay, it's going to be Glastonbury. It's near Stonehenge. It's going to be Glastonbury. That'll be fine. So usually Glastonbury Well meeting rooms are completely booked up, and it was, there was space, and there was space for us to stay, so we can move around in the gardens in the evening and at any time, so we can be there for sunrise, sunset, all these beautiful moments. And we're like, oh, it's just so beautiful. Then I tuned into, okay, so how many women are waiting for this? How many women are wanting to, are meant to, or ready to receive the energy that's going to come through in this kind of retreat space, or this in this energetic container that Alice and I are creating. And the number was really big, and I was like, nah, you can't get that many people in the meeting room at Chadderswell Gardens, and also just to hold that level of energy, it was like, no. So again, I dismissed the message, like, oh, okay. And we still do that, no matter how long we've been doing this stuff. We dismiss it because it doesn't feel possible, it doesn't feel logical. Anyway, so I'm just kind of outlining the little background to that, and the little snippets that come in, and the trust that what you're being given is exactly, to follow those steps. And of course I didn't follow those steps because I didn't listen about Stonehenge, and I didn't listen about the numbers. I was still fixed on this is a retreat, in-person retreat, and it's for 11 women. In my head, that was what was coming through. So everything is now, so now I finally received this, we finally received this final piece in the puzzle, that we are to go to Stonehenge, we are to go to Avebury, because Alison also went to Avebury and saw an image of a womb, and she's like, we've got to go to Avebury, there's a womb opening, there's a womb healing, or there's a womb something, we're not quite sure, that we're meant to be activating or bringing through at Avebury. So now we've kind of surrendered to what we're being asked to do, which is to go on a road trip. So we are going to be doing a road trip to Stonehenge, to Avebury, and on to Glastonbury. We're going to be doing some free videos in my Journey to Motherhood Facebook group if you wanted to join that, and probably on Instagram here too, just to bring you into the energy if you wish to be in it, and see what's going on there. Then we're going to record some meditations separately, and just be in the space, and whatever it is that's meant to be happening there, we're just going to allow that to happen, and we're going to record that, and we're going to bring this into an online package. So watch this space basically for what comes through, because to be honest, we kind of know, but we don't know. The energy has certainly been building for the whole month, and there's a real beautiful feeling around the whole thing. So I can't wait to jump in that camper van with Alison and head off to Stonehenge on Friday. So look out for some videos from the different sacred sites. I feel like there's going to be some ancient coding coming through, some fertility rites. There was a lot of light conception rituals that took place at Stonehenge. So as I say, just watch this space. I'll let you know as soon as we know. But what I did want to let you know is, spirit is never linear, and it's never all at once either. So there's always these little snippets, and it's about putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and trusting, still trusting, we've booked the space, we've booked the accommodation, we've shared about it. Even though we don't really know what it's going to look like, but now we are getting more of an idea, and absolutely when we're there, we will be, receiving whatever it is that they are wishing us to bring through. So, just this behind the scenes, just, if you're getting your messages, it might be little snippets, it might not make sense. And if it doesn't make sense and you dismiss it like I did, 2 of those big messages that were clearly, this is meant to be bigger than just 11 women on, within the day. This is clearly bigger, it's meant to be opened wider. So, let's celebrate technology which will allow that to happen. So, that's it. Just be curious, just be playful with the guidance. And follow it, because I didn't, and so we're going on Friday, and this is just coming through now, so just make it easy for yourself by following it, even if it doesn't make sense. Of course it's meant to be wider, of course it's meant to be offered online as well, because so many of you have been saying, I'd love to join, I'd love to come along. It's either the transport, of course, living in a different country, so lots of sort of logistical reasons to getting to Glastonbury as well, but there was an awful lot of interest in it, and it didn't feel so good to say, oh no, I'm sorry you can't come, and I can't fly over to America and do this thing. So we're just going to be opening this up to whoever is drawn to it. So if you feel drawn to it, then just watch this space, feel into the energies when we make our videos, and as soon as we know what the meditations, the rituals and everything that's coming through, but it's very new, I would say, and a real kind of opportunity of shifting your frequency, and shifting your where you are currently with your fertility journey. So very much led by the babies, which is beautiful. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But it's just, you know, we're not doing business in the normal way. We're just not. We're now following our guidance, and this is where we're all going to be heading, not just in business but with life. You know, feeling that soul guidance and that heart desire, and it might not make sense to the mind, probably won't make sense to the mind, and that's okay. Our minds only know where we've already been, not where we're opening up into. So yeah, trusting and just playing with that. There's no pressure. It's the pieces of the puzzle will ultimately all fall into place when the time is right. Yeah, so just play with your intuition, open yourself up to the magic of you and the wonder of you. Okay, so I will be back from Stonehenge, I guess, next. All right, so take care, lots of love, bye.